Good morning, Knicks fans. This is Bowl of Knicks, your morning after Knicks recap, and brought to you by the Let's Talk Knicks podcast. And I want to just get straight into it. Last night was not a great game. I think we all are willing to just take this L and move on to the next one. But there were some things that showed up in this game that I wasn't happy about, and things that have been happening throughout the season that have not changed. And the biggest problem to me is the play of Elfrid Payton. And coming into this second half of the season, I was willing to give him a little bit of a pass. Not so much a pass, but just accept him for who he is. Because he was playing decent heading into the break. But now we're seeing the Elfrid Payton of old, where he's not making anyone else on the floor better. He's taking way too many shots, and he stalls the offense and gets us into a big hole. And I don't think it's any coincidence when he comes back on the floor, those leads are gone. Granted, the team just did not look good last night. Julius, they were prepared for him. They had him covered at every turn, every look off, every pass. They were ready for him. And that's something he's going to have to be ready for the rest of the season. Teams have had time to prepare for him now. They know how he's going to play, and now he's got to be able to adapt to that and go back to making everyone else on the floor better. And yes, it's one game, is a little bit of a shell shock for him, but I think he'll come around. I think we've seen that he's going to be able to play a little bit better and make everyone else on the floor better too. And the lone bright spot, I think, for us today was the play of RJ Barrett. And he's been my bright spot for the entire season. He put up another 20 plus. He was attacking, he was hitting jump shots. I think he has to be more involved in this offense. And that becomes an issue when Elfrid Payton is your starting point guard, because it's no surprise to us that Elfrid looks him off all the time. He's not looking to pass. Your starting point guard didn't have a single assist until the third quarter. So what does that tell us? Derrick Rose, hopefully we get him back. We are 3-0 with him as the starter. We see how much better he makes everyone else around him. He is always attacking. He's, as Clyde likes to say, he goes north to south. So hopefully we get a little more clarity on what is happening with him and when we're going to get him back. And I hope that we can just take the lumps on this one. We're playing clearly a better team. The Bucks are a top team in the East. We're going to play two more of them in the next week in Philly and Brooklyn. So hopefully we can come back on Saturday with a little bit more gusto against the Thunder. Maybe get a little payback on them for the L we took against them earlier this year, and just regroup and play better. That's the bright side I hope we can take into the weekend. And these games are going to happen, and you look at the tape, you hope you figure out what you did wrong. I don't think that Elfrid Payton's going to be coming off the bench, but hopefully that change is made and we come out with just a little more energy and just adjust to a better game plan. So that's my quick recap on last night's game. I was hoping for my birthday they could pull out the W, but they did not. It happens. And I'm going to enjoy a morning bowl, and we'll talk to you next time.